Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group. Today's topic I want to discuss with you 401k withdrawal and just some different things to be mindful of if you're ever looking to take distributions from your 401k account. Now, to kind of take a step back, what exactly is a 401k? A 401k is a type of retirement plan, it's a type of qualified retirement plan that a person would work for a company. They're offered this 401k plan. This individual will place money into this 401k plan. So kind of think of it like a bucket. So the mixture between the employee contributions and possible employer contributions, known as matching, will go into this bucket. So every month, every couple of weeks, every year, this bucket is going to have contributions into it, typically from both sides. Sometimes employers do not give you a match, but essentially what this is trying to do is place money into a bucket, and that bucket is now designated into some sorts of mutual funds that the company allows you to choose. Whatever financial institution houses that 401k account might have different mutual fund related options. So throughout this person's working years, he's accumulating money in, he or she is accumulating money into that bucket and hoping that the bucket is going to grow, and it's going to grow exponentially with the power of compound interest through tax deferred growth, that when it comes time for retirement, the same individual could then start taking withdrawals for for their retirement, withdrawals for a certain specific need. Now, one of the things that I want to make very clear regarding this video is there's certain restrictions on that 401k withdrawal. So you want to make sure that you're sufficing certain criteria so that you could really accentuate or properly take that withdrawal out and make sure that you could last you for either the rest of your life, or make sure that you're correlating it specifically to a goal. What do I mean by that? Essentially, right, let's say if somebody turns age 65 and they say, okay, listen, I'm looking to pull money out of my 401k, they could either take out distributions, understanding that because all that money that they placed into that account was tax deductible with their contributions up to a specific limit, the money that they're pulling out of it is going to be fully taxable. So if this individual is still working, and let's say this person makes $100,000 a year, and they decide to pull out $50,000 from their 401k account, well, it's going to show as if that individual made $150,000 that year. So it might put you into a higher tax bracket. One of the most important factors with 401k withdrawals is something known as a 59 and a half rule. With any sort of qualified retirement plans, or at least the 401k qualified retirement plan, there's something known as this 59 and a half rule, where the person has to wait till at least age 59 and a half to take a distribution from this account. And there's also something known as a 70 and a half rule, known as a required minimum distribution, that they have to start pulling money from this account. So you can't just let this money grow, and then just leave it to your heirs without Uncle Sam, taking his cut. So you're in between a rock and a hard place, saying, well, I can't touch this money before age 59 and a half, and then I have to start pulling money out from this on a certain percentage that keeps increasing year by year by year, starting at age 70 and a half. So there's certain ways that you could leverage this bucket of monies for specific retirement income criteria. The status quo regarding retirement planning is, okay, I'm going to hire a traditional financial advisor. He's going to let me know to leave my money in mutual funds, and hopefully these mutual funds are not going to crash. Well, unfortunately, that has not been happening. That has not been successful in more recent years because you have something known as volatility. You have markets increasing one day, crashing the next day, and when this volatility takes place, it could completely liquidate retirement accounts. Reason being is, and just a quick example is, if somebody had an account and that account lost 50% one day and then gained 50% the next day, that person's still not whole. If you had $100,000 and that person lost 50%, well, that would be $500,000. The next day, if he gained 50%, that's only $75,000. Sorry, $50,000. If he gained 50%, that'd only be $75,000. Even though on paper it looks like the average is going to make you whole, that person averaged 0%, it's still that loss completely impacted that retirement account. If you try taking out distributions from an account that could potentially go down, and then you start adding in different things such as advisor fees, 401k related fees, mutual fund related fees. Those are all negatives that result in the power of compound interest that could completely liquidate your retirement accounts. So when it comes time for that age, when you said, okay, I either severed employment, maybe from age 50, 55, 45, whatever that is, you might have an old 401k account that's sitting there, and you understand that if you pull money out of this account, you're going to get penalized because you're not 59 and a half yet. So there's ways that you could take this money and roll it over into IRA contracts that would suffice a specific goal. Maybe that might be an income goal. Maybe that might be a growth goal, whatever that is. Now, if you're in your 60s and you say, okay, I've already accumulated my 401k, I want to start taking withdrawals from this account. Well, you could figure out exactly what that number is. How much money do you need for either a designated amount of time, whether that's 5, 10 years, or whether that's lifetime income? Many individuals want to have lifetime income, want to have some sort of pension type aspect tied to their 401k accounts. And that's exactly what you could do after you hit that 59 and a half. If you're age 59 and a half, let's say you're age 60 and you say, I want to retire, at age 66. Well, there could still be a portion of monies that you could take from your 401k account, you place into a rollover into a specific IRA contract that has lifetime income riders attached to it and set up through insurance companies, while the other money is still accumulating. Well, what do I mean by that? If somebody has $1 million set up in their 401k account, and let's say that they need to have $30,000 of income for the rest of your life to at least hit their bare bones expenses, they don't have to take $1 million and roll it over into an IRA contract, hoping that, as long as they keep pulling out $30,000 and they leave it in mutual funds, that their accounts are not going to go down to zero, because there's no floor there. They could always go down to zero, just like in 2008, with the average portfolio lost 57%. These were individuals, these were baby boomers that said, I have $1 million. I mean, I have nothing to worry about. I'm just going to leave it exactly in the market, do the status quo, what everybody else has done in the past. But they forgot to realize that the stock market is or mutual funds are just a big gamble. Your accounts could go down to $0. So how's there a way that you could make sure that specific dollar amounts are preserved, protected, are at least producing that specific income stream, that specific withdrawal stream, so that you're having max cash flow on your dollars, on your retirement dollars at all times? So in this example, this person could say, okay, I'm age 60, I have $1 million in my different retirement buckets. You might be able to leverage $350,000 into an account that is placed within an IRA contract with an income rider. At exactly age 66, you turn on that lifetime income rider and it's going to produce exactly $30,000 per year for the rest of your life. If you live to your hundreds, you have nothing to worry about. It's backed by an insurance company, and you're making sure that premium payment, that income payment will always be coming to you, whether that's on a monthly basis, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. In that scenario, if you took out $350,000, well, now you still have $650,000 of fund money. That's the money that you could risk, that you could throw into the stock market. You could go into different sorts of mutual fund related accounts. But what you're doing is you're preserving your specific withdrawal streams. You're preserving your specific income streams, so that you have a confident retirement. You know that money is going to be coming to you every single month, kind of just like Social Security. So that at that point in time in retirement, you'll have Social Security coming to you, possible pension plan income coming to you, and then you could leverage these types of IRA contracts that will come to you as well, and you're utilizing it through 401ks. But rather than just taking out that withdrawal blindly, that majority of individuals do, you're setting it up on a methodical process. And that is something that we try to help out on a national basis. You can call our 1-800 number at any time. It's 1-800-566-1002. We have 24/7 customer service. We are A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau, and it's because of how we leverage our methodical process. We have something known as the Retire Sharp Planning System, which is unique. Nobody else has it throughout the nation, and this is why we get a large volume into the office, is when calling up, you say, okay, listen, I'm thinking about taking a 401k withdrawal, I'm thinking about setting up some sort of retirement income plan, you'll be designated to a specialist. A specialist is going to ask you a whole slew of questions, seeing exactly what your goals are, and if there are certain gaps within those goals. If there's no gaps, if what you're currently doing is going to get you from point A to point B successfully, there's no reason to change anything. And that's something that's very important. Now, a majority of individuals that call up, they want to make sure that they have precision in retirement. They want to make sure that they have some sort of plan in place. And that's where the Retire Sharp planning system comes into effect. with that individual that you're going to be dealing with, he's going to say, okay, well, let me put together some analysis for you, and basically go through a whole bunch of different companies. On average, for each person that calls into our office, we go over 1,200 different products, strategies, and scenarios, making sure that when we give our recommendation, it's going to be most optimized, so that you have all the peace of mind that you worked with an independent agency. This independent agency leverages every single insurance-based contract out there, all types of financial contracts out there, so that you could really maximize your specific, either lifetime income or income goal, making sure that you're sufficing your 401k withdrawal with pure precision. So, this is just a little video. I hope that this at least helps your brain thinking, and helps out with your retirement mindset, that there are ways to do this successfully. But you're going to want to know, you do not want to go into retirement blindly, because you only have one shot to get things right. At any point in time, please give our 1-800 number a call, 1-800-566-1002. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Retire Sharp. We try to update videos every single week, about Friday, Saturday every week, to make sure that you guys have the most updated content, what's going on with the economy, and so that you could have the most innovative strategies out there. But once again, my name is Derek Afasi. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. I look forward to either speaking with you myself, or dealing with any of my representatives. Thanks, guys.